Ravens fans, I got a challenge for you. We need 50 more subscribers to get to 1,500. If that doesn't motivate you, our Steelers channel has more subs than you, our Browns channel has more subs than you, and the Bengals, they're catching up. Don't let that happen. Hit that big red button that says subscribe. Let's get this channel to 1,500 subs. Ravens vs. Broncos NFL Week 4 preview and prediction coming at you here. Chat Sports' Mitchell Renz. I'm really excited to be able to break this game down simply because this is one of the top games on the slate for Week 4. You have the 2-1 Ravens, who only lost, came up against the Las Vegas Raiders Monday Night Football in an overtime thriller. And then the Broncos, they're 3-0. However, they have yet to play a team that has a single win. Yes, all their combined opponents are literally 0-9. Not very good. So let me know down in the comments section, y'all, right now who you got in this one. I want you to type BAL for the Baltimore Ravens, or I want you to type DEN for the Broncos. And a lot of people that come across this video, you're like, dude, what are you even talking about? This is a Ravens show. Why would any Broncos fans come here? I promise you this. There will be some Broncos fans that end up coming through here. So I need you to make sure you're repping. I need you to make sure that you're in the comments section. Let me know who you got, BAL or DEN. Let's look at the offensive side of the football for both the Ravens and the Broncos. Total yards per game, advantage Baltimore. Right now, 4th in the league, averaging 424.7 yards per game. Passing yards, this is the advantage to Denver. Rushing yards, no surprise, Baltimore leads the league, 185.3. 27.3 points per game, up against 25.3, back-to-back there. Giveaways, advantage Denver. Now, what I really think that this game is going to come down to, like it kind of usually does for Baltimore, is how elite is Lamar Jackson going to be able to be, and for Teddy Two Gloves, how, I guess, conservative he's going to have to be as well. But if you were talking about just this game and just this game alone, let me know down in the comments section who's the better quarterback. I want you to type LJ for Lamar Jackson, and I want you to type TB for Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater has been very effective this year, has yet to turn the ball over. Yes, Lamar's got some turnovers himself, but at the end of the day, I'm going to put my hat and I'm going to put my betting chips on Jackson. Let's look at the defensive side of the football, because this is where this one gets a little bit different, but it's because the Ravens, they went up against the Raiders, the Chiefs, and sure, you can say what you want about the Lions, but they've at least been playing tough. The Broncos, on the other hand, they've been playing Cupcake City, Utah, and that's why their total yards per game is 2. Passing yards per game against is 3. 2, 1, the least amount of points per game. I can guarantee you this, the Ravens, they're going to score more than 8.7 points in this matchup. So what I want you guys to do right now is let me know who's got the better defense. The Baltimore Ravens, type RD for Ravens defense, or you can type BD for Broncos defense. If the Ravens would not have lost Marcus Peters, I probably would go ahead and say Baltimore, because that loss, it is hurting the secondary a little bit. But I am going to have to go ahead and give the advantage to Denver, because thus far they have played a lot better. Now, as promised, we're also going to get into some injury news to talk about DeShone Elliott, Lamar Jackson. So this is actually the injury report from Thursday when we were filming this video. But Jackson, he did practice on Friday, and according to Adam Schefter, he's going to be good to go for this matchup, so that's a big-time add. McPhee, Ronnie Stanley, Alejandro Villanueva, as you can see, some limited participants. DNP means did not participate. And then more injury updates to be able to keep you guys together on. Derek Wolfe, maybe a little bit of a revenge game for him. Young, Anthony Everett, Geno Stone, and then Brandon Williams. Again, did not practice, but for him, it was more of rest. You got to keep your friends close and your enemies close, or at least that's what I tell people. Here's the Broncos injury report. Graham Glasnow, Dalton Reiser, if both of those guys are unable to go, it's going to be major losses. Melvin Gordon, limited participant. I expect him to play in this one. Andrew Mintz, hamstring limited participant. He's probably going to be good to go. And then these next 4 injuries, they were full participants on Thursday. So Purcell, Harris, Reed, and then Justin Strand, they're all going to be probably rocking and rolling on Sunday. Let's now look at the AFC North standings, because after a kind of interesting Thursday night game where the Bengals should not have won this one. I mean, if we're being 100% honest, if we're playing really anybody else besides the Jags, they're probably not 3-1. But they do lead the division at 3-1. The Ravens are 2-1. Browns are 2-1. The Steelers, which I know is going to make you guys happy, are 1-2. But the reason why I'm showing you this here, and I kind of led the show off with this little tidbit, when you look at YouTube subs, our Steelers channel here at Chat Sports, 4,427. Our Browns channel, 2,500. Ravens, 1,450. And then our Bengals at 513. My message here is very, very simple. What do we do here at Chat Sports? We make videos for you guys, but also the channels that get more subs, they get more videos. So if you want to get more videos than Steelers, more videos than Browns, you need to take 2 seconds, look underneath the video, and hit that subscribe button. Not only do we keep you guys up to date on news and rumors, we're also interactive. I'll be down in the comments. I'll see what you guys have to say about score predictions, who you got, this and that. But seriously, this is an unbelievable fan base, so hit that subscribe button. Let's get some more subs on this bad boy. All right, y'all, coming up right now, we got my keys to victory up against the undefeated Broncos. And the first one might just be kind of like doy, but you got to catch the football. If Marquise Hollywood Brown catches all 3 of those balls that he ended up dropping, because he probably dropped 3 touchdowns, and that game not even close last week. So simple, but I get it. Catch the ball before you start running. So that's all you got to do, Hollywood. Let's go to number 2 here. You got to get after Teddy Bridgewater. Ever since that leg injury, he hasn't been nearly as mobile. And this year, because the competition hasn't been very good, he's been able to sit back in the pocket, look all around, and hit his receivers. If you can do your job and fluster Bridgewater a little bit, and I mean just a little bit, take away his running game as well, I mean, you can really, really fluster him, and I think that's what you need to do if you're trying to win this ball game. At number 3, stop Noah Fant. They've had a few injuries on the offensive side of the football. Losing KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy obviously hurts, but the top 2 targets right now are Noah Fant and Courtland Sutton. If you can take away Fant, I really think that's really going to help out this Baltimore defense, especially because the narrative so far has been, oh, the Ravens are ranked dead last against tight ends. It's kind of true, but when you go up against Darren Waller, that's probably a top 3 tight end. You go up against Travis Kelce, arguably the best tight end in the league, and you also got to talk about TJ Hawkinson. I like the adjustment that the Ravens made last week, taking Hawkinson out, and if they can do the exact same thing, I think it's going to be a W. Now, one of the things here that we always do is I like to rip on some of my colleagues, and my guy Matthew Peterson, he's not at work today, but you know what I want you guys to do? Here's his Twitter handle, @MatthewPetey. I want you to message him, DM him, tweet at him, I don't care what it is, and just tell him either F you or tell him screw the Browns, screw the Broncos, because not only does Petey do our Bronco show, he also does our Brown show, which I know is going to rub you guys the wrong way. So message him on Twitter. I just can't wait for him to sit there on his day off like, what the hell am I getting all these messages for? Let's go to number 4. Win the turnover battle. When you look at both of these rosters on offense and on defense and special teams, realistically, I think they're actually pretty well matched up. Now, I think from a defensive side, Broncos probably have the advantage. And from an overall talent standpoint on offense as well, Denver might also have the advantage. The trump card literally is Lamar Jackson, who you just can't replicate. So at the end of the day, I think this one could come down to turnovers. And right now, the Broncos are one of the best in the league. They're +3. That's top 5 in the league. The Ravens are -2 in terms of turnover differential. This one literally could come down to somebody getting a pick. It could come down to a fumble, change of field possession, and then that could lead to a win. Win the turnover battle. The last key to this ball game is run the ball. And I get sometimes that you want to be cutesy, you want to do certain things here and there, but as long as you got Lamar, I want to see a little bit more play action. I want to do a little bit more read option. I want the ball in his hands as much as humanly possible. He leads the team right now with 35 carries, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns. I've been very impressed by what Tyson Williams has been able to bring to the table. He's been able to bring some of that boost. Yes, Latavius Murray's been a little bit of a plotter, but I actually like what he's brought in terms of that tough goal line runs. Stick to what you are. Keep that offense off the field for Denver. Run the football. So again, y'all, here are the Week 4 odds. The Ravens, this one actually was a pick'em. When I first looked yesterday, it's now the Ravens are -1 favorites. The over-under in this one is 45 points. So what I want you guys to do is give me your score predictions right now down in the comments section. My score prediction for this one, I got the Baltimore Ravens going on the road, coming away with a win, 27-23 over Denver.